กลับมาติดตามเวทีฟอรัมกันต่อนะคะทุกวันนี้เราเห็นองค์กรทั้งขนาดใหญ่แล้วก็ขนาดเล็กเนี่ยนะคะมีการชูกลยุทธ์ที่เรียกว่า customer centric หรือว่าการเน้นลูกค้าเป็นศูนย์กลางนะคะเพื่อที่จะสร้างข้อได้เปรียบทางธุรกิจนั่นเองนะคะการที่เข้าใจและเข้าถึงลูกค้าก็มีความสำคัญประเด็นที่สปีกเกอร์จะมาเล่าให้ฟังต่อจากนี้ไปเนี่ยนะคะจะบรรยายว่าการ engage กับลูกค้าอย่างไรนะคะจะทำให้เกิดประสิทธิภาพและประสิทธิผลในการทำงานโดยเฉพาะพลังของ Video Personalization เรื่องนี้น่าติดตามนะคะเอาละค่ะถ้าพร้อมแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะไปพบกับ Vice President ของบริษัท Vintum ค่ะ And now ladies and gentlemen I'd like to introduce you to our next speaker Vice President of Vintum Martin Kozlowski who will tell us more about power of video personalization how effectively engage customers Good afternoon
Good afternoon. Hello. A great pleasure to be there.
Likewise. So take it away.
Okay. So absolutely, as I mentioned, very good honor to be here. I'm very happy that I can share with you a bit of some of my knowledge. First, I would like to tell you about a bit maybe about what we're doing. Is we are I would like to share with you the power of personalization and how to engage effectively customers. As you said, my name is Martin Kozlowski. I'm the vice president of a company called Vintum. We are basically currently working in 27 countries around all the globe. And today I would like to tell you more about how to effectively engage customers using kind of a video personalization. So jumping to the very beginning, but why video? Why video? You probably ask yourself this question, even though you meet people in a subway, in a tube, in a buses, they are watching actually video. And there's a specific reason for that. So the video is processed 60,000 times faster than any kind of text. So these are specific research based on our perception on how do we read the text and how do we respond to a video. So only based on that number, 60,000 times faster, you can actually see how powerful is the video. Okay, so we've cleared a bit that. So we already know that video is very powerful in terms of in comparison to any kind of text. So then let's pause here and jump a bit to a personalization. So I've mentioned that we're a company that working internationally, and for many partners, clients, people that I've met, the personalization, what in their mind is simply this. It's a name. This is the personalization, which we called in Vintum a kind of a Starbucks personalization. Why? Because usually by taking a cup, you have your name on it. So in this case, obviously Nick. But this for us isn't the personalization that we've been seeking and we want to deliver, and we also want to engage the client. The true personalization is focused on building an individual story, individual relationship between a brand and the customer. Right now, probably every one of you have the ability to, for example, feedback your company when something is good, but also when, for example, you've purchased something that is not really as it was supposed to be. So you can go to any kind of communication tool, any kind of text messenger, and say, guys, I haven't received the proper purchase. So this is this kind of individual link. So how does it work? So I can right now, I would like to share you the top 5 ones. In this case for financials, but you can imagine that this kind of financial perception of customers can be simply transformed to practically every single business, to retail, to e-commerce, to telcos, and so on and so forth. So if we start from very below, 52% of the consumers would like the brand to anticipate his needs by telling him what he's spending money on and how he can save. So this is the first number. You can detect here this kind of very, very personal need for receiving a feedback, receiving an info, helping by individually approaching the client. The second, 55% look out for me by providing me wealth building advice. So again, it's not providing wealth building advice. It's providing to me based on my history, based on what I've did and what I haven't done. So again, we have this completely very strict personal grid here. And 58%, jumping to the third step, know me as a person. Currently, clients, consumers want the brand to actually know them as a person, to know what they like, what they dislike, so how they react on specific content, because it's really important for me to actually deliver something that I can reflect to. So I'm always saying that, for example, if you have three children and you just started thinking of buying a new car, you are not looking probably for a sports car. If it's your first car, but you are looking for SUV, which will be able to put your family in. So that is what I'm saying. This is what it actually means on a very simple example to know me as a person. Next step, 61%, so very, very high. Simplifying my life by providing anytime, any place access to my balance, for example. So this is another thing, simplifying. I haven't mentioned that before on the video slide, but the power of the video is the one crucial factors of the video is actually simplifying. We suddenly learn about things and starting to actually understand things thanks to the video, because on the video we can really process this information much smoother. So, and 81% obviously reward me for my business. Again, me and my, completely 100% personalized. So I wanted to show those things just for you to understand how deeply the personal needs are in practically every single consumer right now. Okay, let's jump in. So you would probably ask me, okay, Martin, so you talked about the video, you talked about the personalization. You mentioned about combining them, but what's the actual difference between a traditional video, the video which isn't personalized, to the personalized video, which means that the video that actually builds the commitment because of the individual story of yours? I'd like to share with you some A/B testing results, which actually shows what's the difference. As you see, from first second, we started on 100% on the customer engagement, on the consumer engagement. But as times by, the traditional video, the consumer engagement really drops. So at certain level, the difference between traditional video and the personalized video, meaning the video that actually builds your individual story, it's huge. It's almost 50%, because both me and you, we really like to see a content which is valid for us, which actually touches our experience, our our history, and our needs. This, jumping to the previous slide, know me as a person. This is something absolutely crucial for brands if they want to engage the customers effectively. And obviously, it not only engage, but if they want to bring an actual value, not only for them, but also to the consumers. So I wouldn't be myself. I like to be and show you the tangible things. So I prepared a very, very short case study from one of our clients, which is a global insurer, that would show you what are and how we can personalize and how we can build the individual relationship between the consumer and brand. So the example would be the case study of Metlife. Metlife has this challenge to, okay, so how we can effectively engage customer when the policy, they do need a policy renewal. They have an insurance, as many of us do. How to do that effectively, because there are so many painful points during the process of renewal. Usually you get some kind of calls, usually in very inappropriate moments. So you're probably on a meeting, you're at work, and suddenly you receive a call. Oh, dear Martin, I would like to talk with you about the renewing of your insurance policy, and so on and so forth. So how to step over that and how to actually give something that brings value, and how to engage the consumers in a way that it would bring them benefit by simplifying their life, by actually showing them what are the benefits of what we are proposing in a not intrusive way. Because many of us probably have the insurance, but when it comes to the renewal, we actually need to find the number of the policy. We actually need to find this, which probably have been thrown out or for example scratched by our kids, and so on and so forth. So we actually deliver as a Vintom for Metlife a very, very simple campaign. I'll just share with you in a second, a campaign which actually takes around 30 seconds. That in an easy, very, again, simple way shows you where you are and where you can be.
Hello, Krzysztof. Thank you for being our loyal customer for almost 20 years. Thanks to the Junior Plus policy, we've taken care of your closest relatives. Soon this policy will expire, and our representative will contact you. A lot must have changed through all these years. We have new offers available only to our loyal clients that you may be interested in. You can arrange an appointment with our representative today. Metlife, navigating life together.
So again, we've built a very simple communication, but we've built an actual individual story. How did we do it? First, obviously, we've mentioned the name. But as I said on the very beginning, we are not building a Starbucks personalization. We want to actually know the client, we want to actually know the consumer, and we want to help him by showing him not only the situation right now, but we want to help him and benefit him by, as you heard, by being loyal, by being with us, by being in our family. So the second variable, the second individual story point is the start of your policy. So you don't need to actually looking for that piece of paper which you probably put somewhere between the books or anything else. So end of the policy. So again, you have another personal, very, very personal variable, and type of the policy. And within this, you can actually build, and you can understand, okay, they know me, they knew what did I use, and what's the actual outcome of that. So obviously I'm talking about effectiveness, so I don't want to show it to you just like, oh, it's good. No, there are specific results. And as you see, 85% of people who watch till the very end of the video. And again, we are jumping to the first slide. It's simple, it's personal, it's actually, I can relate to that. These are very, very crucial things. So 85% of the people who received the video, who started watching, actually watched till the very end. Call to action click. So the situation when you actually prolong your insurance, 31%. This is extremely high, and this is extremely high because we are not intrusive here. The consumer might decide, okay, I need to think about it, but this is very clear. Or, oh, this is very clear. Just click here and renew your policy, or have a meeting with our agent. But it is very important that the consumer decide who is actually contacting who and when, which is absolutely crucial for us right now. With so many people, so many things fighting for our attention, it's absolutely crucial to have this kind of liberty to decide when I want to contact my favorite brand, or what I want to feedback it with. So I want to understand you that it is absolutely crucial for them to decide, for people. So, okay, so I would like to start here a slide which I called, did you know that? So first, did you know that 94% of marketers and 90% of agencies agree that the personalization is absolutely experience is critical to current and future success. So when you think about it, of the marketers, they actually understand that you need to actually focus on the customer before you focus, for example, on loyalizing, on product, on everything. You need to focus on the customer. You need to understand their needs. You need to understand our needs before you do anything else. So the next, 65 of customers says that the personalization influenced their loyalty. Obviously it does, because if someone really cares about me, so shows me the things that I'm really interested in and which are relevant to me, it builds a loyalty. It builds a trust that, oh, I won't be spammed with another service which I don't need. Because probably we get a pretty similar experience that right now so many brands are actually trying to reach to us by very, very different channels. So, but 65% of people would really appreciate what we are showing to them in a personalized way, and treat it as a bond, and treat it as a starting point for building actual relationship and building loyalty. So 90% of the consumers aged between 80 and 64 said that they find the personalization very appealing. Why? Again, we're jumping to the first slide. The personalization is about me as an individual. So the personalization needs to reflect my situation. That's why it is appealing. So the personalization number 4, the personalization calls to action converts 202% better than a non-personalization messages. I believe that I've explained it a bit, why it does like that. So absolutely crucial. We simplify things, we make it very personal, we make it really important for the consumers by focusing on their needs, not our goals as a brand, not their needs. So absolutely crucial. So the next thing that I would like to, and the last here on my slide, did you know that 59% of consumers who experience personalization said that it significantly influenced what they purchased? Again, very, very important, simple but relevant. The power of relevance is the clue of the personalization. We are seeking for the content that is absolutely relevant, and everyone is seeking about that right now. So I have only one slide just to show you. So taking into account what you just saw, so all of these numbers, how much personalization, how big it is for every single customer, taking into account the first slide when you've seen the actual number of needs for financials, for example. Would you ask yourself, okay, so how much in a budget way they focus on the personalization? In the end, and the 74% of executives say that the more than less than 10% of their marketing budget is actually dedicated for personalization. So this might be odd, but it's absolutely crucial to focus on the customer, to focus on the relationship on the customer need. But it's very often require a time, require a mindset shift, require a lot of work to actually be personal brand. So like what I'm thinking about it, one of our clients, which is IKEA, works with the personalization absolutely brilliant, because they are really focusing not on what you can do or what you might be interested in, but what's actually of your experience. So if I would like to put your attention into three things. First, customer experience and customer search-centric approach is absolutely crucial. Focus on the needs, focus on the relevance of your content to them. Second, video is absolutely top tool for explaining, for engaging customer, and the personalization within the video is absolutely critical. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for investing this 30 minutes to listen to me. I hope that I brought you value, and hopefully if you have some questions, please fire up to my email.
Thank you very much, Mr. Martin Kalowski, for sharing the information with us, especially the Did You Know facts, emphasizing how crucial it is that we understand customers and, of course, come up with personalized products, services, and, of course, videos as well. So thank you once again for joining.
Thank you so much.
ค่ะ และนั่นก็คือผู้บริหารจาก Winterm นะคะคุณมาดิน คาสลาวสกี้ก็ได้มาเล่าถึงแนวทางในการ engage ลูกค้าที่จะสามารถทำให้กลยุทธ์ของเรานั้นมีประสิทธิภาพได้มากขึ้นนะคะโดยเฉพาะการที่เราสามารถจะออกแบบบริการหรือว่าวิดีโอที่เขาก็ได้ทำให้เราเห็นตัวอย่างนะคะว่าถ้าเราสามารถทำแบบ personalize หรือว่าแบบเฉพาะเจาะจงได้แล้วนั้นไปยังกลุ่มเป้าหมายเนี่ยก็จะทำให้กลยุทธ์การตลาดของเรานั้นประสบความสำเร็จมากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะแล้วก็1ตัวเลขที่เขาได้มีการโชว์ให้เราดูใน Did You Know Facts เนี่ยนะคะเขาบอกว่า 65% ของกลุ่มลูกค้าบอกว่าการที่เราทำเซอร์วิสบริการหรือวิดีโอแบบเฉพาะเจาะจงนั้นจะทำให้ลูกค้ามีความภักดีต่อแบรนด์มากขึ้นนั่นเองค่ะเอาละค่ะทั้งหมดนี้ก็คือเรื่องราวของ Power of Video Personalization How Effectively Engage Customers นะคะในช่วงต่อไปมีอีกหนึ่งเรื่องราวที่น่าสนใจนะคะจะเป็นเรื่องราวที่อยู่ในธีมของ Tourism หรือว่าการท่องเที่ยวว่าในเรื่องของการท่องเที่ยวอย่างยั่งยืนจะเป็นอย่างไรกันนั้นนะคะเดี๋ยวเราจะมาฟังข้อมูลดีๆจาก CEO ของบริษัท STxITE2020 แต่ว่าตอนนี้พักกันสักครู่ค่ะ